look at Zoe's Kitchen roar. At a time when huge swaths of the restaurant group seem to have gone completely out of style with the Wall Street fashion show, this Mediterranean fast casual chain is on fire. Stock now up 11% since Zoe's reported a fantastic quarter on Thursday night after the close. Now, Zoe's been a real wild trader since it came public, a little more than a year ago, $15, rocking up to 24 and change on the first day of trading, peaking just below $40 last October, then sliding back to the high 20s. And since then, though, Zoe's has been making a comeback, giving us more than 16% gain since we last spoke to the CEO roughly 6 months ago. In part, that's because the chain, which has just 142 locations across 16 states as the end of March, is one of the fastest growing regional to national restaurant stories in America. And in part, it's because of strong results, like the quarter Zoe's reported last Thursday. Company earning 4 cents a share, which Wall Street expected a 1 cent loss, and its revenue coming in higher than anticipated, up 36.2% year over year. Better still, Zoe's posted a terrific 7.7% increase in same-store sales, and management gave robust guidance for the full year, including a forecast of 31 to 33 new company-owned stores. So can Zoe's keep climbing? Let's take a closer look at this exciting situation with Kevin Miles, the president and CEO of Zoe's Kitchen. Hear more about the quarter and his company's prospects. Mr. Miles, welcome back to Mad Money. Good to see you, sir. Have a seat.
Again. Thank you.
Kevin, I got to tell you, most of the restaurants I deal with, when they reported their quarter, they either gave you disappointing guidance or said it would just be okay going forward. Your confidence stems from what? Because, boy, you have it right now.
You know, it's really our customer. Back to resonating with the customer. This food's fantastic, great for you to eat. Feels good, very transparent, clean, and preservative and additive free, grilled, lean proteins, fresh fruits. That's really what's driving our business.
But you've been at it for a while, too, and you've got people who have a great background in the business, and you've got the list. You've got people from Starbucks, P.F. Chang's, Panera, Potbelly, Chipotle. But you also use analytics.
We do.
You're probably the most sophisticated. Tableau Data is a company that we really like on this. On the show, can you tell us what the analytics help, the analysis of the numbers tell you?
Yeah, we really started back in 2009 looking at the above-store reporting, the business intelligence side of it, and partnering with Tableau here in the beginning of this year to give us real robust data to give to the operator so they can make real-time decisions on what's happening in their business day to day, whether it be sales, labor forecasting, and the like, which gives us a lot of information. Also, our brand health. What's the customer saying? So we roll all that into our Tableau data and layer that over sales, giving us some real insight into what's happening around our country.
Now, do you set out to have that predominant woman buyer, or is that just something that happens to be in sync with you're the freshest?
I think it starts off with the freshness, right? And 90% of the dining decisions today are made by women. Right. So, you know, that kind of helps drive in the consumer as they're coming in. And so men show up with their wives and significant other and coworkers. So that's really driving our sales.
Now, Kevin, one of the things that we've been seeing is the difficulty of restaurants to get the right people and to get them to move up. Are your people, do they start at lower end of the restaurant and work their way up? How do you find your people?
A little bit of both. I mean, you know, we have a lot of managers. About a third of our system got promoted from within last year. So we also, meaning they started in an hourly or an assistant manager position, moved into a general manager position or a regional operator position, as well as someone coming from the outside, other fast casuals out there looking for a better opportunity and to grow with the company and grow their careers.
How come you go with the company-owned versus we've had some pretty good success with some companies that are company-owned and then others that are a franchise model?
Yeah, we believe that we can control our culture. We can grow the business. We can control the culture. We can teach and educate our team around living Mediterranean and living the lifestyle of the Mediterranean. And it's more of around the control feature of it.
Now, what's the sense of the consumer right now? Because yours is a little higher priced than some of the other places.
Yeah, slightly higher, but you know, when they taste the product, a fresh product, we're still under a $10 average check. This is what you'd get for $11.49, a salmon kebab, our hummus trio. So you know, we're still there, and the consumer really is looking for that better for you option, is willing to pay a little bit more for it.
You mentioned better for you. Ingenuity has taught me that this is somehow the hottest food in America. How did hummus take over as something that people eat?
I don't know, even the NFL's eating it now,
I
right?
know, but how did it go mainstream? I mean, come on, no one knew what it was 15 years ago.
I think it's a nutrient-dense, nutrition to it, right? And
right.
You want something that's on top of being flavorful and the like. And so I think it's really starting to resonate, especially with the younger group of children out there eating today as well.
Yeah, they really do love it.
They really do.
Now, last time we were talking about what regions you want to go in. I don't understand. I mean, for instance, why not Boston right now? Why not New York right now? So right.
Right. Well, it's a little bit like our culture. We want to control our growth, continue to, bring long-term shareholder value. So geographically, really building on our brand and connecting our states geographically for us is a smarter decision. So as we move out, one day we'll be in Boston, but we want to continue to grow safely.
But that hub and spoke is making sense. I mean,
Absolutely.
Once you're in the area, you then really go for that area.
Absolutely.
Now, are you ever concerned when I read that McDonald's wants to go more fresh and natural? I mean, do you ever wake up and say, everybody's on to us?
No, not really. I mean, we're marching our own path. We believe in what we're doing, and we've been providing, for 20 years now, fresh Mediterranean cuisine. So we believe in who we are, and I think, it is a trend. Consumers really want that transparency. The nice thing is about Zoe's, we've been doing it now for 20 years.
Yeah, and it is the niche. I mean, it's not like there's 5 other guys doing burgers right now, and you're the 6th burger guy, even though the burgers seem to be in sync right now. There'll come a time when burgers peak and go down. This is not peaking. This is just nice and steady.
I agree.
Well,
Yeah,
we've done terrifically since we've seen you last. This is a great concept. That's Kevin Miles, the president and CEO of Zoe's Kitchen. I shouldn't just say it's a great concept. It's also excellent execution. Mad Money's back in the break. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.